So Guild Wars 2 has a merch store, finally, again. Well, kind of. There exists some merch for Guild Wars 2 SOTO, including what they're calling a collector's edition. So if you go to guildwars2.com, announcing the Guild Wars 2 merch store, and you go to the merch store, it's through finalbossbundle.com, which I've never heard of before. They work with the craziest companies, I tell you what. They work with companies I've never heard of. It's a man, except when Good Smile acquired by fans for fans. Is that a heckin' skateboard deck? It is. So this is all they have right now. Cause here's the thing. Guild Wars had, they've had various merch stores, through other retailers for a long time. And they keep kind of changing. And they're like, I Am 8-Bit gets the vinyls because they just do vinyls. So the vinyls are always through there. And they used to have by fans for fans, which did a really cool thing where they would have like fan art contests, and then like the one with the highest votes would like be put on an official t-shirt. Like, so that was really cool. I have a bunch of those. And then different retailers for different things. I forget where the Ritlock plush, this has been around forever. It's so funny that the Ritlock plush is still a thing. But so now they're working with Boss Battle, and they've got a couple things. They've got a couple things that you can get right now, including a sky scale lithograph print. So there's that. What is a lithograph exactly? Does that mean it's kind of like 3D? Like, is that like holographic? They have a skateboard deck, Guild Wars 2. Hello? Guild Wars 2 Silhouettes skateboard deck. Because skateboard decks are apparently a popular thing now. I don't really get it. I don't collect skateboard decks. Sailor Moon even has skateboard decks now. I don't get it, but I guess skateboard decks are a popular thing now, so good for skateboard deck collectors. There is a t-shirt, which makes me happy. It seems to only be in black, which doesn't make me happy, because I'm so tired of black t-shirts. I have so many black t-shirts. I try not to wear them very often because I don't like dark colors. I don't like wearing dark colors. If you can, tell by my room, I like everything to be very light colored. It's just, that makes me happy. And I like how it looks when I wear light colors. So not having the option of choosing other colors for the background, which I understand because it's a gold logo, so like a gold logo on like a white shirt wouldn't pop as much, but still, I would like options. But so it's cool. And there is this cool like gold enamel pin, which is pretty neat. Oh, a lithograph is like a metal poster. Okay, okay. So they got this cool little pin that is, I'm guessing, modeled after the, what's it called? The Heart of the Obscure, this like new little item or ability that we're gonna get in the new expansion. As wizards, we're gonna be able to use this, and I think that's probably what it's modeled after. It's really cool. I like the design a lot. Well, see, this is, you know what? This is gold on white. Why can't I have a Secrets of the Obscure white shirt? And then, the most interesting is they actually have what they're calling a collectible bundle. So there's not a physical edition of the game, unfortunately. So there's no collector's edition. There's the different digital editions, like the standard, deluxe, and ultimate. But this is a pre-order thing. This is a pre-order. You won't get it right now, but for $150, you get these 4 things. And it is, first and foremost, the Shadow of Nyos statue. Now, we don't know who this character is yet. This is a character that we have learned about through this merch through this merch being announced. I think it said that this is going to be like one of the main villains. I think it said it on the website, on the guildwars2.com website. There was a little description. So I think this is like one of the main villains in SOTO. And this is a freaking resin statue. I think this is amazing. This is incredible. Like, we have resin statues. We have different statues for Guild Wars 2, but not a lot. It's not very often that we get statues. The design is incredible. I agree. It's amazing, and I'm very excited to see this character in game. It's hard for me to get excited because I don't know this character. I know nothing about this character. She's probably the head of the Cryptus, and that's about all I know, and she looks pretty cool. But it's hard for me to get excited over a character I know nothing about. So she exists. But that's amazing that they're doing a statue. I think, is this, let's see. So this comes with also that lithograph. No, wait. This is the lithograph. See, it confuses me. Okay, so this is the lithograph. The like SOTO, like, that's like kind of like the cover concept art. And that's going to be a 10 by 5 inch poster. I don't really call that a poster. It's like a print. To me, a poster like has to be a very large size to be called a poster, but whatever. To me, it's a very large lithograph print, but and then you get a sky scale acrylic pin. So this is actually a pin. And I think that's the new Sky Scale skin that's coming. That's the concept art for the skin, I assume, that's coming in Secrets of the Obscure. And then you get a patch. Kind of if you want to match the pin that's sold separately, in the collector's bundle, you get a patch of your little Heart of the Obscure little thing there. I kind of wish that was a blue, like the pin, and it wasn't all gold, but there you go. Yeah, the statue is made of resin, and it's 8 inches tall. So it's like that. It's a decent size. It's a decent size. It's like a pop-up parade figure. And so then that bundle is 150. So that's kind of like a collector's edition, because we were actually saying that. Everyone was always like, we want a collector's edition. We want a collector's edition. There hasn't been a collector's edition since the original launch of the game, right? So I think it's really neat that they kind of did a collector's bundle, even though it doesn't seem like it comes with a game code. I think it should, but it is a pre-order. So I don't know, maybe you should have gotten like emailed the code or something. So yeah, so that's a thing. I think that's amazing. I think it's super amazing. Items is estimated to be ready to ship in spring 2024. So you have to wait at least 6 months for this. Just be aware that this is a next year you will get hopefully this bundle. So merch shop finally back. I've been wanting a merch shop back since all the Good Smile stuff has been sold out and gone for a while. And then Guild Wars 2, except for a couple key items, has not really had a merch shop. So I was very, very thrilled to see a merch shop at all come back. Oh my god, merch again. And yay, a Secrets of the Obscure shirt. Really wish that we would have gotten an End of Dragons t-shirt at some point, you know, because I have a core game t-shirt, I have a Heart of Thorns t-shirt, I have a Path of Fire t-shirt. Now I can get a Secrets of the Obscure t-shirt. I never had the opportunity to buy a End of Dragons t-shirt, and I really love the End of Dragons logo. It's very pretty. That would have looked gorgeous on white. So that I'm a little salty about that. I know the next expansion will be announced by the time that collector's bundle comes out. So, man, that makes me very excited. I'm trying to put out all my good thoughts before I come in with my criticisms. Because I have, as a seasoned merch collector, I have some criticisms. Constructive criticisms. As one who really wants to support Guild Wars 2, really wants more Guild Wars 2 merch. but is not interested in any of this. At least at this time, before playing SOTO. Who knows? After I play SOTO, I may fall in love with it, and oh my god, I need all the merch. So just my personal opinions as a merch collector. Like I said, the statue is incredible. I love the statue. It looks detailed. It looks gorgeous. Except for the fact that I do not know this character. I kind of wish it was like Zoja or somebody we know. I wish we would have gotten statues for End of Dragons. I wish we would have, I would have bought in 2 seconds a Cass Jory statue. Or like Aurene. Well, there was an Aurene statue. Let's be fair. There was an Aurene statue. So there she is. There was an Aurene statue, and she's absolutely amazing and incredible. So let's give credit where credit's due. End of Dragons did have an Aurene statue, and it's amazing, and I love it. Was it $150? I actually don't remember how much it was. I can be unfair. I'm not being unfair. I want to give feedback because I, as a merch collector and as a long time hardcore Guild Wars 2 fan, I would like more merch. And so, yeah, my personal opinion, I say the shirt, give us some color options, because I would buy that shirt if I could have it on like white, but and especially if I could also have it in different cuts. Like, I don't want a male cut, I want a like female cut. I want a women's cut in white with a with the logo on it. I love the logo. I love the SOTO logo. I absolutely love it, and I want it on a shirt. But I don't want a men's shirt in black. I want a women's shirt in white with the SOTO logo on it. Give me that option, and I will buy it in a second to add to my collection. Spec says the skateboard deck needs some size options. So yeah, I don't have any opinion on, like, you know, the options for the skateboard deck or anything. You're right, it doesn't have any options. Here's the info: 8 inches wide, 31.8 inches long. You can see Canadian maple plywood. Like, you can see they have all of the info here. So you can see if you're, you know, into that. Yeah, I hope the bundle stays available for some time as well. I'm sure it will. I'm sure it'll be available for a long time. But as far as the skateboard deck, and again, just this is pure personal opinion. I am so sick of the silhouettes. I'm sorry. I am so sick. We've had these Guild Wars 2 concept art silhouettes in gray and other shades of gray literally for the last 10 years since the game launched. I'm tired. Maybe it works for a skateboard deck, because I don't know, maybe you don't, I don't know. The Sailor Moon skateboard decks were like the characters in bright, happy colors. I'm just sick of Guild Wars 2 merch with the shadows. Give me, I just desperately want the characters that I love. I want Jory on something. I want Casimir on something. I want Taimi on something. I want Bram on something. I want Canuck on something. I want Ritlock and Logan and Kaith and Zoja and Air and Aurene, and I want all of these characters that I love, that they've established over 10 years, and I want them on merch. I am so tired of the silhouettes. The silhouettes are so boring. Like, you wouldn't know that that was Guild Wars 2. Like, I don't know. Like, it's very Guild Wars 2, don't get me wrong. It is very Guild Wars 2. Because Guild Wars 2 has always kind of used its concept art in its merch and in its marketing. And that's great, because the concept art is amazing. Their artists are incredible. But maybe I'm biased, but I like characters. I like characters' faces. I connect with fictional characters very much. They mean a lot to me. I have an emotional connection to fictional characters and their faces, because I see their face and it reminds me of everything that I love about them and everything I love about their series and their story and their lore, and it makes me want to go engage with that material. Silhouettes don't make me want to engage. They're just like, okay, that's cool. So I don't know. That's me. This is cool, but obviously not a peachy aesthetic. So someone who likes that dark aesthetic, this is like the coolest thing, right? So this is amazing for someone who really likes that dark. You know, this is like the Cryptus sky scale, right? This is a skin that we're going to be able to unlock in SOTO, and the artwork is incredible. It's amazing. I love it so much. I love the artwork for the artwork itself. Not my aesthetic. Not peachy. Plus it's just a sky scale. Like, that's a cool art piece, but like, I want Zoja. I want characters. I want to see her concept art. That would be amazing. I bet it's incredible. And once again, this is incredible. This looks amazing. But as of right now, I have no idea who that is. I'm trying to, in my mind, think like, well, that could be Scarlet, because she looks very Scarlet, right? She looks, as far as like a kind of like aesthetic. And you know, Scarlet was a villain. Scarlet was this like plant creature. I don't know what the Cryptus are supposed to be, but like, she kind of looks Sylvari-ish, right? So like, but if that was like a Scarlet statue, now that I'm in love with Scarlet, I would buy that in a heartbeat if that was a Scarlet statue, right? I don't know who that is. So, that makes me not interested. Poster, awesome. Not very big. 10 by 5. That's like, I don't know, like this or something. Like, that's 10 by 5 is less, is smaller than a piece of paper. A piece of like standard printer paper. So that's going to be pretty small. I mean, nice to put somewhere. Also, again, this concept art is amazing. Their artists are incredible. I love it very much. I love that Zoja's on it. But it's their backs. We're seeing the backs of 3 characters. It's mainly a giant red portal. Like, it's just not as interesting. Like, the End of Dragons, like, cover art with, like, Cass and Jory, and then you had, like, the Harvest Temple in the background, and there was, like, a storm behind them, and you had the dragon going around. Like, that was amazing. Plus, it was, you know, Cass and Jory's faces, and it was like, oh, I love these characters, right? Cool art, bro, but it's the, like, I can't see these characters' faces, so it's hard for me personally to connect with this artwork as far as like I don't know. That's just me. That's me personally. I want to see characters' faces because that's what I connect to. This is the same thing as the poster. Very cool. I love it that it's in a little acrylic pen. It'd be very cool if I had like a backpack or something. Put that on there. Not my aesthetic, but the art is amazing. I don't put patches on things, so this honestly means nothing to me. I'm sure that's super cool to somebody. Sure, somebody who like actually puts patches on things, like that would be a super cool little like nod to Guild Wars 2, nod to SOTO. But that doesn't interest me personally at all. But yeah, so the statue is by far the coolest thing, and I hope that I fall in love with this character. I hope that SOTO makes me fall in love with this character so much that I go and buy this $150 collector bundle just to get that statue. I hope so. I want it to. Sell me. Sell me on this character, SOTO. I want you to sell me on this character like you sold me on Scarlet. Because she looks very Scarlet. She looks very, very, she looks very Scarlet. And Scarlet's one of my favorite characters in the game. So I'm hopeful. I'm hopeful for that. But who knows? I have no idea. But she looks amazing. I'm very happy to finally see like a villain face. Like I thought, like up until this statue, we literally knew nothing about the Cryptus, the big invading force, the villains of this expansion. We've known nothing except there's some monsters coming out of these portals, and they look really creepy and meaty. Literally, that's it. Until now, there's been no like humanoid character. Like I thought it was just gonna be another like force. These monsters are coming out. So this made me extremely excited. Like, oh wait, there's gonna be like a villain with like dialogue and a plan and like, you know, like somebody pulling the strings, somebody like, you know, she looks like this evil queen, like that's amazing. But literally the game launches in 5 days, and until today I literally didn't even know that the villains of the thing was going to be anything more than these meaty monsters coming out of a portal. Like I love Guild Wars 2 with my whole body, but like, sell me on this shit. Like, sell me. Like, come on. Why am I learning that there's this amazing villain through merch 5 days before launch? Like, it... New different mother tree, new Sylvari lore, maybe what? That would be amazing! That would be amazing. But I have no idea. Like I said, we didn't know she existed until 5 days, and we still know, like, nothing about her. So, except she's referred to as the Nyros something, Shadow of Nyos. She's the Shadow of Nyos. She doesn't even have a name. She's just the Shadow of Nyos. I don't know what that means. So yeah, so sorry for the harshness, but those are my honest opinions, and I wanted to share them. So, because I want to get more excited. I am excited because it's Guild Wars 2. But, like, yeah, there has been a significant lack of marketing. Well, no, it's not a lack of marketing. It's a lack of hype marketing, to be honest with you. I saw someone comment on Tuesday under whatever they posted on Twitter. They've been posting, like, these black images that you're supposed to, like, up the contrast or something to see something for a couple days now. And then there's like a word and like a phrase, but like it's not, it's just kind of cryptic. Haha, cryptus. Haha, it's kind of obscure. Like I get what they're doing, but it doesn't draw hype for me personally. I don't know, because like, show me the bad guy, show me this evil queen, show me a line that Zojja says in the expansion. Like, show me, you know, like, there's no... They're like, get hyped over... I don't know. Gosh, I feel like I'm slamming Guild Wars 2 right now, and it's really not my intention at all. Like, we're gonna have a PG pre-patch party. I'm gonna be there moment one, second one, partying with y'all. I am hyped, because it's Guild Wars 2, and I know I'm gonna love it. It's really not what I'm trying to do. I want it. The thing is, I want it to be better. I want it to be better. I want to get hyped. I want the Heart of Thorns days. I want the... God, the marketing used to be so good. So good. Do you remember the Heart of Thorns days? Oh my God, the marketing for Heart of Thorns was so good. It was so good because they gave us stuff to get hyped over. And one thing I do understand about Secrets of the Obscure is that it is shorter. It is not a full length expansion. It is shorter at launch, and then there's 3 more significant patches every 3 to 4 months afterwards. So I don't know if they don't want to, like, if they feel like if they say too much, it's gonna like give everything away, and then there's gonna be nothing left to discover in the expansion. Of course there is. Of course there's going to be tons to discover in the expansion, and tons of surprises and story and cutscenes and all of this stuff, and it's just like, I can understand, like, you don't want to show Isgaren or something, like, that's fine, like, that's, like, I understand that, yes, leave surprises, don't show everything, of course not. Game companies get heavily criticized, Square Enix, for showing too much, and they're like, why are you showing this? Like, why are you showing all of this? Like, leave it as a surprise. But like, and I feel like whereas Square Enix a lot of times shows too much, Guild Wars 2 does not show enough. Like, it's a week till launch and we don't have a trailer. Like, or we still only have the announcement trailer, which was barely anything, which was not much. There has been other marketing. There has been a lot of gaming articles, stuff like that. But like I said, like, show us the like, why? Yes, we're excited about the going to the Wizard's Tower and Zojja coming back, but like, tell us about this villain. Tell us about, show us something Zoja's doing, you know? Like, and if you desperately want a trailer for launch day, there's no reason not to make one for launch day, but then make a teaser a week before. Like, I don't... Right, there was, I forget her name, but their name, but, there was a, yeah, Weeping Willow, there you go. Weeping Willow did a video, put out, I think, yesterday, of a fly-through showing the new, like, abilities that the flying mounts are going to get. Like, they're going to be able to use updrafts, and they're going to be able to, like, ride ley lines and stuff. And Weeping Willow did a really cool video of, showing that off. Like over music, and it was like just a really beautiful fly through because they've done videos like that before of like the flying mounts. So ANET did that. So like that was amazing. That was really, really, really cool. But like, I don't know, trailers, man. Trailers. But yeah, they've been putting out these, just black 5 days. They've been doing a countdown 5 days, and then they have like obscure, the charming of chaos, the taming of the obscure, and then like a symbol, and then people have been like, you change the contrast and there's actually something there, but like, what is that? That doesn't mean anything. Like, and people are putting them together. Like, is it going to make one big picture of what? Of some Cryptus vines? That's awesome, but like, characters. What if you have, because this is great because it gets people to engage, because people want to like change the contrast themselves and then post it, right? Is it awesome? Right. What you do, if you want to do this like black screen thing, which is, you know, and have people change the contrast and like, because it's obscure, right? And it's a secret. That's great. I get it. I get it. But you have, okay, so you have obscure, you have a word, and then you have a quote from a character. And then you change the contrast and you see which character said it, right? So have a quote from Zoja, have this be a black screen, and if you change the contrast, it's a picture of Zoja, and then you have a quote from Zoja. So you see the quote, and then you're wondering which character said it, you go and change the contrast, and it reveals, it unobscures who said it. And then you get to theorize, like, oh, what is this referring to, right? Why did she say that? Or in what context is this? You get to talk about it. Like, that would make me wonder, that would get me excited. That'd be like, oh, you know, or you change the contrast and it's the villain. It's that Nyros queen. That Shadow of Nyros queen, and you're like, oh man, like, because there's got to be some awesome quotes from them, right? And out of context, it won't spoil anything, right? You don't, you know, well, we know the weapons the professions are getting, so that's what they could have done. Oh, I am so mad. I am so mad from a marketing perspective. I am so mad that they just listed the weapons that each class is going to get, all right? Because everybody, all classes at launch are going to have all weapons from that were locked to the elite specs. They're going to be open to everyone. That's on launch. But then afterwards, I think it's 2 patches later, they're going to one second, because I'm going off. I'm going to switch into the Guild Wars 2 category. Okay, listen. So so not only okay, what was I saying? Yes, like the hot elite spec reveal light. So you could have said, and in the blog post, they should have said, and there will be 2 patches in, every profession will get another weapon unlock, right? And then that gets everybody excited. That gets oh my god, my profession's getting another weapon. What is it going to be? What is it going to be, right? And then you do a social media campaign on the countdown. Well, maybe, no, not that late, not on the countdown to that release, but who knows? Okay, the count, whatever, over 9 days, because there's 9 professions. you reveal, you know, okay, today we're going to reveal the warrior, today we're going to reveal the guardian, today we're going to reveal the thief, of what weapon they get, right? And you can do it in this little obscure thing or whatever, however you want to do it. But then that creates 9 days of hype and talking about this game. They literally just listed it in text in the blog post. Okay, here's what everybody's getting. Why? Why? I want to scream. Like, why? Why are you not using this as a way to create hype on social media? I don't understand. I don't understand why that was just listed in a blog post. I don't understand why I don't understand why the Guild Wars 2 SOTO information was dropped en masse one day in like 8 different blog posts. Like, even I was confused going through it. It is not Bog. No, it is not Bog's fault. It's nobody's fault. Like, it's no one person's fault. It's just, it's a choice that they're making. And having lived through the Guild Wars 2, or the Heart of Thorns era of marketing, and pre-launch to game. Pre-launch to the launch of the game, they did like every week there was a profession reveal, right? And then they did the same thing with the elite specs for Heart of Thorns. But ever since Path of Fire, it's been like these giant info dumps. So it's just like people go, ah! People are overloaded on one day, and then they forget about the game for a while, except for the incredible Guild Wars 2 content creators who make videos and posts and analyses of all of this information over the next couple weeks, which is fan-freaking-tastic, and they're all amazing. Like, there's that. Like, that's the ongoing hype. Like, there's no... yes. And so, like, even when they dropped all the info on SOTO that one day, and we spent all day geeking out about it, which was great, even I got overwhelmed. Because I was reading, like, the real colorful, like, the SOTO page on guildwars2.com, right? And it was amazing. We could scroll down and we got to see there was, like, animated things, and there was all these, like, panels and pictures, and, you know, we could click on stuff, and, like, that was great. And it's like, that was a lot of information, and we just kept scrolling down, like, here's all the features of the expansion, right? And that was fantastic. That was great. And, like, that was a lot. And then there were, like, 5 blog posts. And I was getting, like, and I was flipping through. I was flipping back and forth. Because, like, oh, they referenced this. Let's go back and see what they said about here. And I was kind of going back and forth. And I had, like, 18 tabs open. And I had the YouTube video, the trailer. I had Twitter. Like, I had, like, 16 tabs open. And it was just so much. And in so many different places. And so much to read. It was overwhelming. And, like, I didn't know what I had read already. And I've watched other people, like, going through other people's videos of going through the information. Like, what's up, Dex? like, you know, Lara and WP and, like, you know, you know, big people in the Guild Wars 2 community, among others. And even they were kind of the same. They were like, this is a lot of info. This is, like, a lot. So yeah, Guild Wars 2 marketing, I'm not sure what they've been doing since Path of Fire, but, I miss, long story short, I miss the old days, and, I wish it was better. Tell me about your amazing characters. You know, there's ways to do it that aren't going to spoil anything, that are just going to get us theorizing and talking and excited. There's ways to show us teasers and trailers and videos and not, you know, spoil everything. I don't know. I honestly don't know what here's Weeping Willow's video. I honestly don't know what they're afraid of. But this is what we got. We got stuff. So yeah, I don't know. I'm done.